evening, my nocturnal dears. Tonight, I invite you beyond the velvet rope, to shelves of might-have-beens, to corridors where the heart's quietest wishes gather dust. Welcome to the Museum of Lost Dreams. Stay close. Don't be tempted to speak, for the exhibits answer only to silence.
Some doors have keys, some doors have codes. The kind I prefer have neither. They have a question. Tonight, the question is soft as moth wings. What do you do with the dream you let go of? As you step through the museum's gate, a clerk hands you a ticket. Not paper, but a thin sliver of mirror. Your face looks back at you for a moment, younger or older or something between. Keep it. You will need it to find the exhibit that belongs to you. The foyer is not a hall of statues. It is an archive of beginnings, unopened journals, first unsent letters, tiny tools that never learned their trade. Each case hums with memory. Over there is a sewing thimble, dull as regret, threaded with a strand of a wedding gown that never was. The plaque reads only 2 words: one morning. You might think a lost dream is empty. How rude. Dreams are crowded rooms where we left pieces of ourselves. Courage folded into a pocket, a laugh tucked behind a cough, a map drawn in invisible ink. Here they breathe. Some halls are named for time. This one is named for the word that haunts lovers and loners alike: could. Each alcove is an apparition of a life half-lived. Here, a stage frozen at curtain call. There, an unlatched window with sunlight that never reached the canvases inside. You will see people you once wanted to be. They do not mind being admired. They live here now in their best clothes. The dancer who took the safe job. The scientist who said later. The mother who never had the courage to leave. They preen under invisible lights, and yet, when you stare, they turn their faces to you as though asking a favor. Remember me kindly. Not all lost dreams are grand. Some are humble, like seed packets that never got planted. There, a jar of unsent kindnesses. There, a bookshelf with a single spine missing. The novel you meant to write. The curator has labeled them small, but I know better. Small is where most great things begin. Here you learn the dangerous comfort of procrastination. It looks like gentleness. It feels like mercy. But in this museum, even mercy wears a thin coat of rust. Then you enter the mirrors. Mirrors are honest in museums. They do not flatter. They show versions of you that smiled and versions that did not. Stand in front of one, and a life you never took will smile back. Perhaps more beautiful, perhaps less comfortable, but always a life calibrated to a different courage. Some visitors weep here, others bargain. A few, with cruel hands, break a mirror and watch their other selves shatter into glittering regrets. But not all reflections are sorrow. Some are soft as forgiveness. Remnants of small triumphs you tossed aside like confetti. The next room is crueler still. Music is the museum's most delicate knife. Unfinished songs hang in the air like laundry. They'll follow you with melody when you fall asleep. Snatches of chorus that were almost brilliant or almost true. Listen, a refrain about leaving, a verse about staying. They are beautiful in the way a wound can be beautiful, delicate and honest. You may feel a pull, a compulsion to finish a song that is not yours. Beware. Some endings belong to the fragment that conjured them. finishing them risks erasing the memory entirely, and once a memory is erased from this museum, it finds no place to return. Beyond the music lies a corridor of doors. Each door is a decision never taken. One says, "Call her back." Another says, "Move." They are smaller than you imagine, pocket-sized, delicate, but heavy with consequence. You may hear whispers behind them, coaxing you to enter. Visitors linger here, listening for which door creaks their name. Some pick one at random, and for a fleeting moment, another life blooms. But remember, the museum keeps its rules. You may watch, but you cannot step inside. Temptation is strong, but those who try find themselves lost in a loop of choices that echo forever. At the end of the corridor lies the conservatory, a vast glass greenhouse filled with strange glowing plants. Regrets are cultivated here like exotic flowers. Some have thorny stems that prick like truth. Others crown themselves with petals of denial that smell of afternoons you will never see again. The staff waters them with the tears of those who come at midnight. The scent can make you dizzy. Nostalgia and longing are potent poisons. There is a plant here called the maybe magnolia. It blooms rarely, and when it does, the petals unfold to reveal a small luminous token, a glimpse of one choice you did not make. But tokens here are bittersweet. They show you what you could have done, not what you should. Many stare too long, and when they leave, the real path before them looks dim by comparison. Next comes the theater. Here, shadows stage your memories as plays. They are edited with peculiar mercy, polishing sharp edges into velvet. Sometimes lines are added that you never spoke. Sometimes applause is borrowed from a different year. Do not be tricked into thinking the plays will show you how to live. They will show you only how you looked while pretending. Beyond the theater lies the vault. Not all dreams are public. Some are petty, private, whispered only in the quiet of your heart. These are kept in a velvet box within a heavy iron door. Inside, you may find a single sentence you never said aloud. The museum preserves it in perfect clarity. You may read it. You may whisper it. But beware. Once spoken here, it may echo forever. After the vault, you step into a moonlit courtyard, the garden of return. Stone benches wait, fountains shimmer, statues lean forward as if to listen. Here visitors bargain. Some trade a memory for a memory. Some leave lighter, some heavier, and some never leave at all. They remain, whispering directions to new arrivals, though they cannot follow them themselves. At last you come to the gate. The clerk is there, older now, smiling like one who has seen too many goodbyes. He takes the mirror ticket and holds it to your face. You may keep a shard, or you may surrender it. The museum does not force you to change, only to remember that your dreams have weight. Outside, the city pretends to be ordinary, but you will know better.
And if, when you sleep tonight, a melody follows you, or a line of a play slips from your lips, do not be afraid. Those are only the museum's couriers, asking if you will answer. If you liked this midnight stroll, subscribe to the chamber for more whispers and howls. Share a dream you never chased in the comments, if you dare. And perhaps, my dears, we will meet again in the halls between what was and what yet might be. Until then, keep your candles trimmed, your secrets velvet, and your curiosities dangerously bright.